Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to write a novel using Ghostwriter. So we are going to go here, create your first project, and here you can choose which template you prefer. The hero's journey is a classic novel template, as talked about by Joseph Campbell. There's 12 stages to the hero's journey. And it's perfect for novels of transformation when a character is going through, goes through a journey which transforms them and transforms their life and potentially the lives of their families or people around them or their society. So it's kind of either great for like a coming of age type story or, any sort of story where the character's going through some kind of deep transformation. Romance, obviously, perfect for love stories of any kind. Mystery or thriller. So if you've got, a murder mystery or a detective story, anything related to the mystery or thriller genre, choose that one. And of course, science fiction and fantasy novels as well. So for this example, I'm just going to use the classic hero's journey template. And for a title, I will call it, let's see, About Boy. So you can start off, you don't need to fill in all of these to start with, but the more details you can give the AI, the better. And closer to your vision, you'll find that it is able to write. But for this example, I'm just going to keep it nice and simple. So this is about a young boy who grows up after the loss of his father. And let's call it Bill is a young lad who lives in the forest with his family. And James is his father who dies, and Judy is his mother, and Sarah is his sister. Okay. Writing style. So obviously here you can either paste in, a style that you like, or you can just refer to an author whose style you really like. So in this case, let's say Hemingway. A little bit like Ernest Hemingway, so put him in there, and then sample work. I have here a bit of a sample of some writing I've done before, so I'm going to just paste that in there. And then we're going to generate some chapter summaries. So this takes a couple of seconds. Okay, now we have this story outline here. We can go through this and edit this as we like, obviously to hopefully get as close as possible to the story structure that we're looking for. So in this case, I'm just going to quickly read through these chapters and make any adjustments. Now, if you need to or want to rewrite any of these summaries, you can just click on the rewrite button here and obviously give it instructions, and it will generate a new summary for you. So for example, in this first one, Bill lived a carefree life in the forest with his family. His father, James, taught him the ways of the woods, while his mother, Judy, and sister, Sarah, provided a loving home. At 8 years old, Bill's world revolved around playing and exploring the great outdoors with boundless curiosity. So I can either rewrite that or I can just edit it directly. In here, he also had a dog called Sam who he loved deeply. So I'm going to keep this very simple. Obviously, this is almost like a children's story style, but obviously you can write a novel in any style using this tool. So here we go. I'm just going to check through and make sure that this more or less conforms to what I had in mind. And once I am done editing this, I will click here on Create Project. Now this is going to write longer chapter summaries for me. This is going to help me to picture and to imagine what this book is going to look like once it's finished. And it also gives you a great start for obviously writing and fleshing out each of your chapters. Okay, so once you have the full summaries generated for each of your chapters, you'll be able to see them here in the project editor. So as you can see, for each chapter, we have the short summary, and now we have a longer summary here, which is broken into some key events for each chapter. So the next step here is to start adding scenes for each chapter using this chapter summary as a reference guide. So we can add a scene in here, and when we write the scene with AI, we can say simply write a scene based on event number 1 from the chapter summary, or we can, of course, give it our own instructions if you would like to vary from the summary provided, or of course, if you want to add more than the 3 default scenes. So let's just generate this scene here, and you'll see that it will come up with a scene based on event 1 from the chapter summary. Once that's done, we can apply the changes, and it will have created a full scene based on this first event here from the summary for that chapter. Now we can continue just as easily with scene number 2, and we can do exactly the same thing. So write a scene based on event 2 from the chapter summary, and it will do that as well. Now with these scenes, you can add any number of scenes to each chapter as you like. Obviously, once you've exhausted the 3 scenes from the summary, you can start adding new scenes as well. You can always adjust the order of these scenes by dragging them around here. And if you need to add new chapters to the novel, you can do that as well. Down the bottom here, you'll see there's an option to add new chapters. And that's pretty much it. Once you have created scenes for all of your chapters, then you will have a novel that can be either as short or as long as you like. Now, sometimes, of course, the AI is going to create scenes that you don't like. You can just delete those scenes easily. One good strategy is to create maybe 8 to 10 scenes per chapter, and then just choose your favorite scenes and delete the others, so that every chapter ends up with fantastic scenes. Now, of course, you can also modify the names of these scenes, just as you can modify the names of the chapters as well. If you want to modify the name of the chapter, you can do it up here. And that's it. Have fun writing your first novel.